In between seasons 2 and 3, we haven't all been together, but some of us have been at war with Spain, and some of us haven't.
Yes. I've been at a monastery for 4 years, finding peace. And then we get reunited in the first episode of season 3. So it's been a long time since we've seen each other.
What, 4 or 5 years or something?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 years.
Show yourself!
Aramis.
Basically, these 3 fought the whole of Spain
and won.
We were the only 3 survivors left of a 4-year war, basically.
The whole country.
Paris has fallen into a state of disrepute in our absence, and so we are back to help her back onto her feet.
There's sort of 3 baddies this year, and I suppose in the past you had the Cardinal and Rochefort last year, and they were both quite kind of public figures, and the 3 baddies this year are all kind of quite sort of lurky. They all sort of spend a lot of time coming into light from darkness.
The Red Guard have kind of taken over a lot more. They've become a much more elite and powerful force. Under Governor Ferron, who's played by Rupert Everett, there's a new captain of the Red Guard called Georges Marchot. Paris has come into disrepair, and the Red Guard are just kind of like using Paris and its people as their own little game, really.
Matthew McNulty plays Grimmer, who's kind of the killer, the more ruthless one, you know. Aramis and you know, the Queen, obviously they've got a world in between them. And, you know, there's a threat of the Dauphin. I mean, you know, it's treason if France finds out. So that's always part of that story, which is, you know, the stakes are very high. And he's a grown-up boy now, and Aramis, I haven't seen him since going to the monastery. When I returned to Paris, it felt like 4 years had passed in a moment. Now it feels like forever.
I think with Sylvie, it's very complicated and it's impractical. It's and they don't quite know what they want from each other. It takes them a long time to be exactly what the other one wants them to be and still be true to who they are.
You're going to arrest me?
Who taught you how to handle that?
I taught myself.
The relationship with Constance, we got married at the end of season 2, there's the ring. Didn't see each other for the 4 years that we were at war. They get reunited after the war in episode 1 of season 3. Constance is now like kind of one of the heads of the garrison.
The garrison needs to eat.
Why exactly do we need a cadet guard to bring in provisions?
You've been away from Paris a long time.
It's huge now, isn't it? I mean, it really is. We have to mention Dave Arrowsmith, our production designer, because he is. This is an extremely skilled man. I mean, this guy is incredible.
His vision for what this world should look like it's uncomparable, isn't it?
It's so easy for us to suspend our disbelief. It's amazing. Yeah.
I think this season is the biggest out of the 3 that we've done. There's big set pieces towards it, explosions and this and it's kind of like the episodes as a whole. I think this is the biggest series in general.
Yeah, I think the whole world they've set up with all the characters around us, it's just, I think maybe seems like a much more brutal world.
There's more moments where the 4 of us are together, and I know that's what fans respond to, and you get those genuine moments, whether banter or when arguments. There's a few where we go up against each other, and I think those moments breathe a lot of life into the show.
It's more of a dysfunctional family, I think, this year. We get along, we don't get along, we laugh.
Well, we're all one.
Yeah, all for one.
All for one.